Ladies and gentlemen, friends, colleagues, I want to talk to you about a phenomenon we've all experienced, yet seldom discuss. It happens in meetings, at parties, in classrooms, and around family dinner tables. It is the subtle, often unspoken, discomfort that arises in the presence of a quiet person. We live in a world that venerates the voice. We are taught from a young age to speak up, to participate, to network, to share our thoughts, to sell ourselves. Our cultures, our workplaces, even our educational systems are often architected around the principle that value is demonstrated audibly. In this symphony of human interaction, the quiet person is not the crashing cymbal or the soaring violin. They are the rest, the pause, the sustained pedal note you feel more than hear. And for many, that silence isn't peaceful, it's profoundly unsettling. Why? Why does a quiet personality so often trigger anxiety, misinterpretation, and even judgment in others? First, and perhaps most fundamentally, silence is an unknown territory, and the human brain fears the unknown. When someone is talkative, they are constantly providing data, their opinions, their humor, their mood, their status. They give us a map, navigate them. A quiet person withholds that constant stream of data. Our brain, a relentless pattern-seeking and threat-assessing machine, is left to fill in the blanks, and it often fills them with the worst possible assumptions. Are they bored? Are they judging me? Do they think they're better than us? Are they angry? What are they hiding? The quiet becomes a screen onto which we project our own insecurities. Our discomfort, then, is frequently not about them, but about our own inability to decipher the code. Second, quietness disrupts the social transaction we are all conditioned to expect. Conversation, for many, is a game of catch. I throw you a word ball, you catch it and throw one back. The rhythm is predictable, the roles clear. A quiet person inadvertently drops the ball, the rhythm breaks. Suddenly, the burden of maintaining the social momentum falls entirely on one side. This feels like labor. It creates pressure to perform, to draw them out, which can be exhausting. We feel the weight of their silence as a personal responsibility, and when our efforts don't yield a torrent of words, we feel frustrated or rejected. Their quietness is interpreted not as a mode of being, but as a failure of our social skill. Third, we mistake quiet for absence. In our noise-saturated world, we conflate expression with existence, volume with value. We believe that if you are not declaring, you are not contributing. If you are not reacting visibly, you are not engaged. This is a catastrophic error. The quiet person is often processing more deeply, observing more keenly, listening more completely. They are synthesizing where others are skimming. But because this rich internal activity is invisible, we assume an empty stage. Our discomfort stems from the eerie sense that someone is there but not there, challenging our basic definition of social participation. Fourth, quietness can be perceived as a power move. In a room full of people jockeying for attention, the person who remains exudes a different kind of control. They are not seeking validation from the crowd. This can be read as aloofness, superiority, or a hidden agenda. It unnerves the established hierarchy. In a competitive environment, someone who doesn't play by the rules of vocal competition is an enigma, and thus a potential threat. Their silence speaks so loudly it drowns out the chatter, and that is intimidating. Fifth, and very importantly, quietness holds up a mirror to our own noise. The calm, contained presence of a quiet person can make our own constant talking feel exposed, superficial, nervous, or gratuitous. Their comfort in silence can highlight our own discomfort with it. We chatter to fill voids we fear, and their very being suggests that those voids are not terrifying at all, but perhaps peaceful. This implicit critique is unsettling. But here is where we must pause and correct a grave collective mistake. In pathologizing quiet, we do more than make individuals uncomfortable. We enact a profound injustice. We lose something essential. We lose the depth of the listener, the precision of observer, the creativity of the uncluttered mind. We force square pegs into round holes and wonder why they splinter. The quiet person is not a problem to be solved. They are not a locked room requiring a battering ram of forced conversation. They are often the anchor in our storm of impulsivity. They are the one who, when they finally speak, offers the insight that cuts to the core of the issue because they have truly listened. They are the calm center that absorbs chaos without reflecting it back. So, what do we do with this discomfort? We must learn to sit with it, to interrogate it, to ask ourselves in that moment of unease, is this their issue or mine? We must redefine participation not as airtime, but as attention. We must create spaces in our teams, our families, our friendships, that are not just tolerant of different rhythms, but genuinely respectful of them. Let us challenge the tyranny of extroversion as the sole marker of confidence, competence, and connection. Let us understand that the strength to be quiet in a world that never stops talking is a remarkable form of courage. It is the courage to be misunderstood, to forego easy validation, to think before speaking, and to believe that your presence alone has worth. The next time you are with a quiet person and you feel that old, familiar itch to label them, to fix them, to fill their silence with your own noise, stop, breathe. Consider that in their quiet, they might be offering you a gift, the space to be, the permission to listen, and the rare, beautiful opportunity to hear not just words, but meaning. Let us not, the quiet uncomfortable. Instead, let us become uncomfortable with our own need to make everyone loud. For it is in the full spectrum of human temperament, from the booming chorus to the profound silence, that we find the complete, beautiful, and necessary music of humanity.